Here's how you can use ChatGPT to spy on your competitors and do it ethically. Now, within ChatGPT version 5 that you see here on my screen, there's a very misunderstood and often not talked about feature, and that's automating scheduled tasks for you. And I'll give you an example of how I set this up first and how you can do the same thing. I analyzed a company in which I invested a while back called Caribou by using ChatGPT. And I said, hey, analyze the latest news, et cetera, and let me know what's going on in the industry. And then you'll notice that after it did its research here, it asked at the end, if you want, I can set up a lightweight monitoring brief that tracks these things. So their newsroom, lender partner announcement, and industry refi indicators, since they're in the auto refinancing industry. And I said, hey, a monitoring brief would be amazing. Please do that. How will you send updates? It said, each week, I'll send you updates every Monday morning on Caribou. Now you can do the same thing for you and figuring out what your competitors are doing. Now think about how you normally analyze how competitors are acting in the marketplace, whether it's publishing things on their website, social media, etc. But that requires you, A, going to all of these sites and figuring out what they're saying, B, doing a sentiment analysis of it, and then C, remembering to actually do it. So let's have the AI do it for us. Now you'll notice that here in ChatGPT, just on a blank screen, I could have it do that same thing that you saw that I did initially, where it says, hey, do this thing and then do it every so often. But within this feature here on your settings, you'll notice that there's something called schedules. And under schedules, you can manage your tasks, and this can run weekly, monthly, daily, really whatever you want. And it's going to bring up the things that I have running. So monitor Caribou and auto refi market for liquidity event signals. And then I pause this one because this was just used from a demonstration standpoint. Now, this is one that it'll show most recently. So it's really easy to track this stuff. You'll actually get an email from ChatGPT each time it runs the task for you. But this is a really easy way that instead of having to do this manually, do it in a robust fashion, and then most importantly, remembering how to do it, you can do it yourself too. Hope this helps and good luck. Let me know if there's any questions. Thanks.